Hey everyone, today we're going to be making a delicious breakfast for you. We're going to make something similar to like a Sunday brunch or something that you would get from Denny's. So it's going to be a delicious pancakes with tofu scramble and some tempeh bacon. So let's get started right away. So right here I have some water boiling. We got some water going, and I'm going to add my tempeh to there. I'm going to cut it into little pieces, and we're going to boil them. So I wanted to show you the process of the tempeh so you can have more guidance. I'm going to show you how to cut it. It's very easy. So it is like a little block like this. So I'm going to cut it in half. Try to make it as thin as possible. Maybe I can cut this one a little bit smaller. And I was able to do it, so I'll cut it into strips. Okay. So I never really had bacon growing up, and nor do I ever crave that. But I thought it would be cool for aesthetic looks to make bacon and try it out. I'm gonna add some beet powder. This is good because it can give you some nitric oxide, especially the men. For men, it'll benefit them if they consume the most greens they can, the most beets they can. If you're trying to increase that nitric oxide, try to have that good blood flow. But I think that, if you ask me, blood flow is really important for both parties. And right here in this liquid, I have some maple syrup, some salt, and some liquid smoke, hickory, okay? And then the beet powder, and that's it. So we're gonna boil the tempeh inside of this liquid. So I'm just gonna add the tempeh inside of there. Alright, so we're gonna let the tempeh boil and become tender, and then we're gonna air fry it. The next thing that we want to do is our tofu scramble. I have right here our tofu scramble already ready. It's got seasons. It just needs to be sauteed. So I'm gonna add this to a hot pan. So the pan is nice and hot. It's been heating up already for some time. Just gonna stir up some of that so it doesn't fly away. And we just let it sit there on the pan for about 5 minutes, allowing it to get seared on one side. So we're just gonna leave that there. And I actually like a little vegetables on it. You don't have to do this, this is completely optional. But I like a little vegetable, and I want to add some tomatoes. Vegetables, they work in pairs. They help each other out. Other vegetables have other vitamins that others may not have. Like let's just say tofu. It doesn't have any vitamin C, but it does have iron in it. So adding a little bit of tomatoes can help the absorption of some nutrients in the tofu, like iron and maybe others. So they help each other out, not only enhance in flavor, but also helping each other absorb nutrients easier for us. You can add whatever you like. But I definitely like it how my mom and how I used to make it when I was younger. So I'm going to add half of this jalapeno. So with a wooden spoon, it's very important. It's very important that you use a wooden spoon. You start to remove the bits from there. I might have left it just a little bit too long, but it has that crispiness that I'm looking for. It's a little bit more softer now. It's more bendable. It's more pliable. I'm going to put it on a towel to dry. Okay, so for these, I'm going to season them, and then I'm going to add them in the air fryer. Just so it's going to be easy for me, but you can totally bake it, or you can sear it the way that I seared the tofu. Okay, so I added paprika, some chili powder, and then I'm going to add like a taco seasoning. You could add any type you want. This is optional. Fennel seeds. I like the flavor of fennel seeds and vegan sausages and vegan bacon. Super good. The tempeh bacon is ready, and I'm going to show you how it looks. I never really tried tempeh. I didn't like it in the beginning. I'm still growing to it. But I think it tastes pretty good. I like it. Pretty good. We're going to move on to the next recipe. We are going to move on to the pancakes. I made this recipe very simple so everybody can do it at home. It has literally the simplest ingredients. Not that many ingredients. The only thing that's going to be pricey will be, but you can switch it to whatever sugar you have, will be the date sugar. I'm using date sugar, organic, and vanilla bean powder, which is like $14 for this thing, which I'm gonna add right now to the mix. So I'm gonna add a good amount. Okay, so other than that, everything else is pretty reasonable. You have AP flour, you have baking powder, and you have the other ingredients that are going to be in the description below. We're going to add in our flours, sugars, and spices into the bowl. This one too. This is our cornmeal. We will give it a little whiskey. Now, we're going to get our spatula. We're going to make a wilt. And we're going to add our liquid. I'm going to use water. You can use milk or anything you like. I'm using water because it's portable. And we just stir it together. And if we need more water, we will add about a third cup. I think we are going to need about a third cup. About a third cup. Before we add the half a cup, we will add a third of a cup first. Okay. So that's it for our batter. And you want the batter to be nice and thick. So it was just like a cup of water and like a tablespoon, or like 3 tablespoons of water, not too much. Okay, so I'm gonna allow this batter rest inside of the refrigerator for about 30 minutes or until I need it. And really quickly, I want to make something special before we get the pancakes going. Okay, so we're gonna make something super special to side with our pancakes and our delicious breakfast, right? What we want to do is make un rico chocolate abuelita, and I'm gonna show you how to make it plant-based and nutritious. So this is basically kind of like a golden milk on steroids, basically. So we're gonna add a cinnamon stick to some milk. I'm using organic soy milk, but you can use whatever you like. So we're tempering our milk with that cinnamon stick. Now I'm gonna add some sweetener. I'm using date syrup. 2 tablespoons. In here I have our magical spices and our magical powders. This will be on the description below. And this chocolate abuelita is different from other chocolate abuelitas because this is actually medicinal. So we're gonna add our powders. So yeah, the difference between other chocolate abuelitas and my chocolate abuelita is that it has anti-inflammatory properties. Nothing in this chocolate abuelita has anything inflammatory. So it has the non-dairy milk, which is anti-inflammatory already. It has the date syrup, is a super healthy sweetener, and then it has really healthy spices like the mushroom powder, like turmeric, ginger, cinnamon. So it's got all the healthy stuff that you want in your body to be medicinal. So whenever you want like a sweet drink, I totally recommend this one. It's a lot healthier. It's a better option. Okay, so our drink is done and let's start on the pancakes. Okay, so we have finally got to the pancakes and we are ready to cook them. Won't you join me and make pancakes with me? Yes? Cool. Let's do it. Okay, so we have our batter here. And I like to use a scooper, ice cream scoop. It's easy for me. Use whatever you think it's easy for you. So we want to make sure this is nice and hot. And we grab some of the batter and we add to our pan. Maybe I can get away with the last one. Maybe I can't. And yes, I can. So if you have a griddle like mine, you can do that. But if you don't, just do it one by one, however it works. And this batter will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 8 small pancakes. And I'm just going to put them in a tortilla warmer. Okay, just clean it up a little bit. We just wait. Tempeh bacon. Tastes super good. Wow, so good. Oh shit. Cool. And there you have it. Our delicious pancakes. We're gonna lower this heat. The thing to make pancakes is to maneuver the heat really well, okay? You gotta keep on it. So in the beginning, have a nice high heat, but not too high. Medium high. And then add your batter. Let it get nice and hot. And then when you flip it the second round, like this time, You drop that heat down, okay? That's the secret. These smell absolutely so buttery and good. Oh my goodness. So good. Like real pancakes. Because they are real pancakes, okay? Anybody that tells you a pancake that does not have milk and eggs in it, anybody that tells you that that's not a pancake is ridiculous, okay? They made up their own rules, and I'm here to tell you, as a chef, we make up our own rules as well. And pancakes can be without eggs. They can be without eggs, they can be without dairy. And it can be considered a real pancake, okay? We have to stop assuming that it's different. It's not. When someone offers you, hey, do you want a pancake? You don't ask if it's vegan or not. You don't even know what is in it. So, I invite you to forget that idea. Like, it should not be called, it's not a real pancake, it's none of this. It is a real pancake, baby. You are not the chief of the culinary arts. You get me? There's like these set of rules that chefs created for some reason. And those rules, I'm here to tell you, they have been broken. Those rules are broken. It's a real pancake and it qualifies just like everybody else. Okay? So I'm going to finish the pancakes and I'll meet you back when I serve it up. Okay, we've come to the end of the video, and it's time for me to give you a taste test, a review on what happened here. I can tell you right now that this meal is absolutely delicious. It's so good. The tempeh bacon, I thought it wasn't going to taste good, but it does. It tastes really good. You really have to make it crunchy. They're amazing pancakes. This pancake is so fluffy and so good. So cakey. So fluffy. When you add fruit to your cakes or pancakes, it balances out the overwhelming sweetness. Or like bread. So you always want fruit if you make desserts. Only the junkies don't like fruit. There's so many junk food addicts and meat junkies that they don't like fruit. You gotta have some fruit, baby. The tempeh bacon, wow, it's so good. I didn't know I was gonna like it because I don't like bacon at all. I just want to make different recipes and different ideas for you, the viewer, so you can pick up on that and see what you can make. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and stick around for more, friends. Bye-bye.